You're just a mediocre CrossFit athlete.
I mean, I would take that.
Is that disparagement?
I don't think we signed that yet.
The tuna can holding up the chair in there.
I'm a liability. Sorry, go ahead.
We were just a bunch of idiots.
It got to the point where they couldn't go to the bathroom.
That's right.
We snuck in their house with the megaphone.
We were just kids.
Ian, between my legs.
It's free, give me 3.
Yeah, so nothing's changed. Consistency.
Are we allowed to talk now, Scott? Are we allowed to talk now? Okay. Yeah, that's a travesty. Because that was a cool spot.
Yeah, I mean, I always heard, like, you know, back in the day, like, hey, take these duffel bags, fill them up. You can take whatever you want.
Hats. Man.
Gosh, dude.
Man, first trip to Reebok, I'm like, wait, I can have this? He's like,
Anything
it's free, give me 3.
Dude, remember?
That's what he used to say.
Remember when you went to Nike?
Yes.
Remember that one too? He came back and he had duffel bags, and oh my gosh, we were lit up.
Oh yeah,
like we were so pumped.
Remember that $500 gift card to Under Armour too?
Yeah, that was a waste.
How far'd that go?
It's still here.
It's.
I wonder if it's still valid. If you could check it.
Like to
cash this one in.
Well, those were the winnings from 2010.
Yeah, second place.
Yeah, and it was also a cutoff T-shirt.
It was a forged shirt, said competitor on it.
100%.
Couldn't find that anymore. I wish I could.
You can't find any of those
There was
old
also,
ones.
and you got a pair like Innovates.
Yep, blue ones.
Yeah,
blue. No,
that's right.
blue or black ones.
Blue or
Blue and black.
They just threw you a
red
box
ones
as you
too,
walked
right?
They
in.
were the 225s or in like the 235s or whatever.
228.
Whatever
I don't
those
know,
were.
something
Crazy
know,
sequence of numbers. I don't know. I'm just
I don't
talking.
remember the.
Someone called Austin a mediocre CrossFit athlete, so he didn't even get that much
No, he
from
did.
the
For sure.
games.
That was the first year.
The
Yeah, I did
$500
get-
gift card?
Oh no, I meant the like free stuff.
No, I know. I'm saying the $500 was
$500 gift card.
that was above.
Top. That was top tier.
I did get smoked online last
You're getting
week.
a
Someone told
Progenic
me
sponsorship.
you're just a mediocre CrossFit athlete.
I mean,
I was like, man,
done pretty well with that. You know?
I mean, I would take that.
I actually I look at that as a compliment because that individual dubbed me an athlete.
That's true.
That is actually pretty cool.
And anytime I'm called an athlete, I'll call it a win.
Heebs is in the shadows over there. He can step up to the mic. You were there that year, right, Heebs?
Mars and I myself were both there
Mars,
in
you were
2010.
there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were there then too, Mars. Dang.
That's it.
We were just kids.
We were just kids.
We were just a
It
couple
was
of
the
kids,
Innovate
man.
235s. Those are
Yeah,
they were-
235.
Historian. Were you?
He knows
what,
it.
Like what detail? Who were you with at that point?
So at that point, I was
With HQ?
I was with HQ in the truck. It was my first experience being in a live production truck, and my job that year was to
That was the clean cut look.
clean cut. I would just come off a mission, you know.
Yeah. 2-year mission.
And my job that year was to make highlight reels throughout the weekend, and then profiles of all the athletes before. So anytime, I remember before each athlete had walked out, I had tried to cut together a highlight of each person from their regional or whatever they did to qualify. So they played a quick video of like
Sectionals.
Austin from sectionals before he comes walking out, and Rich before he walks
Neil
out.
Maddox with the X on the back of his head.
Yes.
And,
Oh,
and
that
all
was
the
so awesome.
classic
what
look.
sectional were you at?
So I was in. So it was It was New York, New Jersey.
What were the workouts? Do you remember?
Yes. So there was
This is so good.
this
Yeah, these are
this
always
one.
fun.
Not verbatim, but this one was literally
No,
just
I
like,
want verbatim.
oh.
I'm just kidding.
There was a rowing double under workout. It was very simple. And we were in the alley of, I think it was CrossFit Montclair Gorilla Fitness with Greg Arsenic.
Gorilla.
Gym
Wow.
owner.
CrossFit Montclair.
I'll never forget. And he's still crushing it out there. And it was a little alley. Rowers were set up and you were jumping rope. None of us could do double unders. So I just remember all of us, we just looked like a bunch of idiots, tripping everywhere. And
I've
maybe
seen that on TV.
And I think there were also like pistols in it, of course. So we all had our like weightlifting shoes on.
Do wins?
Do double unders and do wins. Right?
That hurts my knee just thinking about it.
That was this. And then we did the last workout. This is so great. It was like a chipper.
Hold on, you got to go through them all.
Oh,
Like,
well-
you're jumping to
Yeah,
like.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I remember that one
I
because
can
it was
remember.
heinous. I remember the
all
last
of them.
one.
I'll go next.
And the last one was good. You'll appreciate this because it was a chipper of 30 reps. 95-pound barbell is the max on the bar. It had Sumidov high pulse, 95 pounds.
Ooh, yeah. What was the standard there?
Just
get it.
Just
Hit
move,
your chin.
just move the bar through space.
Yep.
Yeah. And but
Such a great competition movement.
the last movement was chest to bar pull-ups, 30 of them. no one could do chest to bar pull-ups. So I had so for some reason I could. That's why I think I qualified, because
Mediocre.
mediocre. But there
Just slightly above mediocre.
like everyone was like cranking it because it was sumo off high pulls, box jumps, but only 30 reps, and then it just came to a screeching halt at this chest to bar pull-up. It just boom, no one did it.
Yep.
Like it was 5 people finished the workout because of the chest to bar pull-ups. It was awesome.
I've got it feels like yesterday. Our sectional, me and Darren and Jacob Johnson.
Was it the deep? What was it?
It was the
Dirty South.
It was the Deep South.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that's
the
right.
Dirty
Then it went
South.
to Dirty South.
We
That's
were
right,
in
yeah.
Huntsville, Alabama.
Oh yeah.
And never been there. It was on the way to spring break.
Pat Barber?
No, Russell Berger.
Russell Berger. Jeez.
So we showed up the night before at like 10 o'clock. We drove my Jeep down there. And remember, we didn't have a hotel. We found a Nights Inn or something like that. It was $35.
We had to
There was a do not rent to list
Yeah.
on the glass.
Nice, a night's in.
The tuna can holding up the chair
chair.
in there. Like
We
I go
walk
to
in.
move it and tuna can just, I was like, okay.
We walk in, the lights won't work. So I'm like trying to move around to plug in the lamp. When I move the lamp, an empty tuna can
Yeah, it
rolls
came
away.
rolling.
Nice.
I hate tuna.
We end up sleeping there the first night. We
Yeah.
go
One night only.
we go the next morning, and I'm like, hey, can we get our $35 back for the night before? And the lady's like, yeah, you can have it. Like, we woke up and we knew we were in the wrong area. But
yeah.
anyway, so we show up. First workout is you start from a seated position, facing away from the barbell. 3, 2, 1, go. You ran down. You did 10 power cleans at 155.
You ran down and back.
Down and back?
Yeah, down and
Down,
back.
back,
Then you
down
did
maybe or something?
10 at 155, yeah.
And then 10 burpees, just burpees.
Yeah.
No over the bar, no nothing.
Just cranking.
I think it was 3 rounds.
3 rounds is fast.
Well, from a seated position.
From a seated position.
You had to start from a
And I
seated
think the
position.
shuttle was maybe 50 yards. I
This is
don't
the
remember.
original shuttle run.
But it was one shuttle, like one down and back.
Original.
The origin.
But it was awful. And I remember finishing it, and Darren's like, yeah, good job, whatever. And I'm no
we done?
clue. So we're sitting there, and everybody's got their like tents and whatever, and I don't even think we had chairs or anything.
No, we had nothing. Yeah, we were just wandering around trying to hang out with people.
And Darren's like, I'm going to go check the leaderboard. And he walks back with this like puzzled look on his face, and it was just like a whiteboard with like names and times.
Yeah, it was like old
And
school
he-
horse
And he
racing.
goes, you won that workout. Like, sweet,
confused.
we'll stay. We'll
now
hang
we
out
can't
a
go
little
on
bit.
spring break.
And
You're pissed.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
next workout
Gotta
was
lose.
next workout was I think it was 10 down to 2 of deadlifts
And then
at
50, 40, 30.
275s and 50 40 30
Yeah,
or
wall
40
ball.
30 20 10, and maybe we just went to 4 deadlifts. I can't remember, but anyway, it was wall balls.
Okay.
But the wall ball target was a 2x6 attached to a soccer goal because we were at like a
A soccer goal.
Yeah, we were at,
dude.
yeah.
Med balls were flying,
I was gonna say there's not a lot of room for error.
and I think
No.
honestly
and
because
the deadlift
we
bar kept sinking
Yeah.
because you're in grass.
Yeah.
towards the
Yes.
end I was deadlifting from my shoelaces.
Yeah, just hitting his toes.
Just a beautiful deficit.
And so me and Mike McGoldrick tied on that
Mike
workout.
McGoldrick,
No, he
man.
beat me. He beat
He
me.
beat you on that. You beat him on the first one.
So
It
we were
was
tied.
Yeah.
The last workout for the night, Russell Berger was demoing it. It was
core.
5 rounds
Core.
of run 400 through a field
Yeah.
and 25 chest to bar. No, 25
Kipping.
pull-ups. But your chin had to break the vertical
The vertical
plane.
plane.
Of the bar.
I remember
So you had
this.
to
I
kip.
remember
And
this
I couldn't
era.
kip. I could only butterfly.
Of course.
And so Russell was demoing the workout, and the pull-up bar broke, and he fell flat on his back,
And you could hear a pin drop.
and he was hot.
yes.
And so it went from being able to do like 15 people at a time to doing 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So no one died.
So no one died, or 6 or 8, whatever it was. And so we didn't get done, I think, till like 10 o'clock that night or something
Yeah,
like
it was.
that.
It was. It was a late night.
And you couldn't know, we didn't know what the next workout or what time we had to be there or anything. And there wasn't social media, or maybe social
Yeah,
media.
how
was
did we
super-
know things?
I don't know.
Dude just showed up the
Like, they
next
just
day.
give you like a
yeah.
paper. You like
Yeah.
show up.
No, we got briefed on the workout for the next morning.
Yeah.
That night, but you had to wait around. And so I don't think we left till 10 or 11. Well, we ended up getting a better hotel room. We were like, we're going to
think it was a
splurge
rent-
$100. And I think it was a Radisson. I
That's
remember
what
that,
it was. Yeah.
And so the next workout, the final, and it was just a final workout. So it was 3 workouts on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. It was like a
Simple.
15-minute AMRAP or 10-minute
Yeah, say
AMRAP.
12 or 15.
And it was 5 strict handstand push-ups against a wall, but it was
on a school wall.
It was
or
the
building.
community center,
Yeah,
but it
community
had
center
like,
wall.
and it wasn't blocks laid out. Like there were like cut strips in the wall. So when you like went up, it was
You're like,
your feet were, you know. So it was 5 strict handstand push-ups or handstand push-ups. I don't know. You probably could kip, but
probably
nobody
could
knew
kip.
how
no one
to
knew
at
how
the
to
point.
back then. Yeah.
And then 10 hang squat snatch, or was it overhead squat?
No,
squat snatch.
it was squat snatch. Yeah,
10 hang squat snatch at 95 pounds. Luckily, my overhead position was great.
Yeah, you could handle
And then 20 box jumps, but your full foot had to land on the
Oh,
box.
yeah.
Full foot,
I remember that. Yeah, so you draw the chalk line in the middle of the box.
Yeah, it was 5, 10, 15 maybe.
something like that.
And then
But the walk to the handstand push-up was a slight hill, like each time because like the building sat up here, so like every time you had to mosey up this hill and then mosey
I
your way
ended up
down.
winning that workout.
Yeah.
And so it was just 4 workouts.
All on grass.
All
there
on
was
grass.
no platform or nothing
No
that you lifted
concrete.
the whole weekend.
No
Those,
nothing.
if you can dig up pictures of those events, it's just awesome because you're literally in a field. I remember that because that running workout.
Yep.
I think there's a picture
There's a video
of
It's a pretty-
you.
Yep.
And because you were definitely headband, right?
Headband.
You were headband at that time.
Fighting necklace to keep my balance.
That's right, for
Great
sure.
balance.
That's right.
And tap out shorts. I don't think I had tap out shorts that
Not-
day. It was the final day. It was
but
the
yeah.
camo tap out shorts.
Yeah.
There's that picture of you like running by the pull-up rig, and that was like the only picture of this person.
It really was.
and it was just used for
Minus
everything.
that, and there was a picture of me at the bottom of the squat
Yes.
with 95 pounds.
Yeah, and-
with my knees just like
tracking.
like so much ankle flexibility.
Yeah, and no one even knew what that was really. Yeah, you're just like, wow, that's good.
It's good, yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
Mediocre.
man, those were and then
And then regionals after that. Sorry, Heaps, we totally sidetracked there. We went down memory lane.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Did you go to
What
any
happened?
sectionals or
Blacked out.
regionals?
I was on the West Coast at that point.
Oh, okay.
I didn't never. I think Ian Wittenberg would have been there at those.
Oh, Ian was there. I
Ian
feel
was
like.
at mine too.
Yeah.
When he was
Potato shoes. Ian.
Yes.
Potato
Ian
shoes.
He's
smiling
wearing
in the
Bebos
background.
now. We all
He
wear
wears the
Bebos.
Jesus, the Nano, the
BC
Jesus one.
Nano.
Yeah, BC Nano. That's what we called it. Yeah.
That's right. He's
Jerusalem
he's an
Cruisers.
original.
Yeah.
About Ian, here my favorite story of Ian, as it was at regionals in Albany CrossFit's parking lot. The final event was a
Was
chip.
this the Rob Orlando? We'll go back to this
We'll go
one in a
back to this one,
second.
but for Ian, it's a chipper, and keep in mind, like none of us at this time understood media. Like we never,
Still don't.
it's still like so many questions. There was a kettlebell swing, of course,
Yep.
great
Oh,
competition
great
movement,
standard.
great
Yep.
standard,
Love that.
and it,
People pitching them,
and
throwing them.
No, and there was no standard for this event. This was a big old chipper, and of course, everyone hated it because these sleds were homemade
Oh, so
in a
everybody different
parking
sleds?
lot. I mean, literally, some sleds did not move.
Just like the CrossFit games
Literally,
in some events.
yeah.
you
So
know?
nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
And
We've learned.
That's right.
Evolution.
And I start swinging the kettlebell.
Is that disparagement?
No.
Okay.
No, it's subjective.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't worry. It's
I
up
gotta
for
be
discussion.
careful.
I don't think we signed that yet. I look down. I look down.
I'm a liability. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, that's why we haven't signed it yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Austin, I can't wait to hear it.
Even me, I look down and swinging the kettlebell. I see Ian between my legs, literally on the ground, looking up, and I panic.
It's like in those ocean swims.
Yes.
Some people just swim underneath.
I look down and he's just there taking. I'm like, oh my god! I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the event. I'm like, I'm gonna hurt this guy. I didn't know
Ian
him.
didn't care.
No, he didn't. I mean, and I was.
Hey, Austin.
To
Gotta
this
get the shot,
to this
man.
day, I will never forget that because I was so afraid.
Does he have the shot?
It actually helped me because I was like, I can't let this kettlebell down. I have to
minimize
go
the
unbroken.
range of motion.
I have to go unbroken.
Oh,
he
man.
actually really helped me. But it scared the hell out of me. Just looking down, there he is. Just getting
I'm
that
just
shot.
picturing like a SpongeBob episode where he slides on the ground right in like on his back.
Yeah. What did? Do you remember those workouts?
Yeah. So and gosh, there's some really good ones because Rob Orlando was there and Dave Lipson and I have
Oh,
an
man.
unbelievable Lipson story.
Everything just
Wow.
heavy.
It was very heavy for.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 100. So it was this was one event. 21:15.9 chest to bar pull-ups, overhead squats at 135.
135 overhead squat back in
Yes.
the day.
I mean, so
That's a great workout.
Yeah, that's a
great workout.
Nasty.
And I remember doing this workout and Lipson was just crushing that workout. But the problem was the pull-up rig, of course, was on a parking lot,
Skidding
not bolted
everywhere.
in.
Yep.
This thing was just moving like a boat in the water.
Yep.
And it was ruining everyone's kip.
Yep.
So it would be like a trampoline when you go off bounce and your knees buckle.
Yeah.
Basically what was happening on the pull-up bar. Like you go down and you just melt. Like that was like people would just like hit their face. That workout was ruthless. There was Hobart was there too with his
Hobart.
he had his
Cankles.
he had his
Cankle,
cankles,
but
and that was
great
he was in
knees.
the phase of wearing the sweatbands.
Oh, yeah.
With like he had like a mushroom on it, like a Mario Brothers. Remember
he
that?
did have that weird like emo.
Yeah, he was wearing the ninja pants.
Yeah.
Remember
Fallout
the ninja
Boy.
pants? Yeah, yeah. He was so that's was like so he had-
capris?
yeah,
Yeah.
I call them ninja pants for like it's like
It's like
the
who's the
dude
guy?
capri.
Drew Shamblin.
Drew Shamblin was
Because
at
he
mine.
always
Yeah.
he always wore like the
He
pants.
always just wore pants.
They're
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
now because the head coach
Joggers and, yeah.
the head coach at Miami wears them now. Everyone likes them, right? Mike McDaniel's, but he's having a tough year.
I was gonna say he's gonna be gone.
so they're
no
no
one's
longer
gonna wear
cool.
them.
Yeah. So we had, and then there was a 3-rep max clean and jerk.
I love that multiple rep clean and jerk at your.
I know.
Because it wasn't there a 7 rep.
We did 7. We did all sorts of stuff.
Like guys, hear me out. 7.
But
What's the standard?
Yeah.
Just pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it was, and you had 40 seconds to do it. So that was like you had 3-rep max, didn't have to be touch and go, but it was in 40 seconds. And just any way you get overhead. And in the parking lot, and I remember vividly my dad having to make sure my bar didn't roll away. I just remember like literally him running over and making sure the bar didn't roll into the next parking lot. Like
I got you, son.
thankfully, right? So, and I look over and it was like a mosh pit around Rob Orlando.
Oh, because everybody wanted to see this guy go. Yeah.
And, obviously he's, and he was coming in as, he's the guy. And he has 300 on the bar, which was, impressive. Back then, unheard of.
Yeah.
And no joke, there was no standards. I don't know where the judge was. And there are pictures. We got to find them. There's literally like 15 people deep around him. And he's in the middle.
I remember the video.
Doing
Yeah,
the
I
clean and
remember that
jerks
video.
with 1 foot of clearance from people around him. Like it is the most
they
amazing
love
thing.
that.
Where's the safety board then?
None. And he does it. And like the last one, he gets it over. And Rob, like when he gets fired up, like screaming, like, and it was electric.
Yep.
The most unsafe thing in the world because the entire, like everyone was just around it, like
Yeah.
if anything went wrong, it would have been a mass casualty event. But that was an amazing event. There was a deadlift, handstand push-up, box jump workout. And
Rebounding? A lot of rebounding going on?
it was like, and it was, I think, like the
R.I.P.
5,
Achilles.
10, 15.
Oh, yeah.
And
What
Hobart,
weight?
and it was 225 on the deadlift. And it, 24, it was a great workout.
Classic.
And it was like an AMRAP, of
Yep,
course, right? So it's just a classic CrossFit workout. What else was there? And the chipper had a ski erg in it back then.
Whoa.
Yes, it actually did. And I remember,
remember
and I remember this because Ackerman,
You
right?
could slip your hands through the straps?
Yes, and it had the death rails on the side where you broke your knuckles.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember like Dave did not like the ski erg at that time, and Ackerman was begging him, and it was like, and I remember because it was at Albany CrossFit. I remember the interaction of like Jason Ackerman was like, "Please let us do this, please let us do this," and it happened because Dave was there and like was like kind of overseeing, and none of us knew what we were doing. All of us breaking our knuckles on that side thing, but
I forgot about the straps too.
you put your hands
Yeah,
in,
Oh,
hands
I
in
would
and
love those
lock in.
straps now.
Yeah.
You know?
just hang on for
Hand
dear
in
life.
and lock in.
It had kettlebell swings, had the sled
Classic.
pushers that were homemade.
I love this kettlebell swing.
Oh, that was great. So, yeah.
My first regional was in Jacksonville. Spencer Hendel was there. Brandon Phillips, Mike G.
Was AJ Moore there too?
AJ Moore might have been there early, but he was the next year.
Got
I think
it.
is when that whole.
Got
I
it.
think was in that
Yes.
whole kettlebell standard.
That broke the internet.
Broke
That was
the
like one of the
internet.
first times the internet broke over standards.
Yeah,
Did you say Mike G?
Mike G. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Mike
yeah,
G
Mike
was
G
there.
was
I'm trying
there.
to think of who else was there. McGoldrick obviously was there.
Was Jared Davis down there yet?
JD was no, he was there. Yeah.
Was he there?
Yeah,
'Cause
he
he had
didn't
that
make
long
it
hair?
that yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So our first workout was a clean ladder. No, it was a front squat ladder from the ground.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you had to clean.
And it was you could get a bonus point for a jerk.
Yeah. Yep.
It was really I
Yeah.
don't remember. But anyway, I was
Great.
warming up down like there was all these different like concrete pads you were on. We were at a like a police training facility.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was down and somehow you came down there or somebody came down there. They're like, "Hey, they're calling your name. You're next." And so
That's right. You were late.
I had to run up there because there was like
was panic
18
mode.
different things going on in the
Yep.
microphones, which I'll get to in a second, for each field would get crossed up. And so you
forgot
wouldn't
about
hear, it was crazy. So
Yeah.
anyway, I got up there. I can't remember. I think I got 5th or something on that lift.
You did good actually, because I think you got to 315.
305 or 315.
315. I want to say you got there.
And there's a pretty cool picture, I think. Was the sunglasses is when
I
the
was gonna
sunglasses
say, yeah,
started
I
When
with
they
the
came out,
headband. Yeah.
you
Oakley.
you branded yourself so quick. You were ahead of your time.
Yeah, it was.
You really were like all of us were just
walking
idiots.
brand.
Like
you got the white knight. You
Again-
had some good branding, you know?
yeah. I mean,
Austin, you stuck out more than anybody. On
Yeah,
that
I was
board,
gonna
dude.
say.
I mean, not by. I think like you looked cool. I looked like a stormtrooper.
I stole that. The headband thing I stole from Darren Gregory, one of my good buddies we played flag football with, and I think it just stuck. And so the second event was a 20 handstand push-up buy-in, and then box jumps, double unders, and sandbag lunges. 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody hammers handstand push-ups. You hop on the box,
That's
and then
when
they
CTE
go,
started.
wait. No.
The
microphone from the
microphone.
outside field for the teams got crossed with ours. We weren't 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody in that heat burnt their handstand push-ups.
So you just cranked out the
Gone.
buy-in. Nice.
Done.
And that was your max at that
And
time.
for me, was fine. We did handstand push-ups all the time.
Religiously.
Nobody ever really did them.
We didn't have a neck.
So it helped me so much. So I won that workout. The next workout was 4 or 8. No, it's 8 kettlebell snatches with your right,
Yeah, and
with the
then-
53, 8 with your left, 4 muscle ups.
Yeah.
With rings.
I think it was the first
Metal
time,
rings, I think.
Metal rings, yeah, because I remember hearing the clink, clink, clink.
Was it 4 rounds?
Or it was quick.
And it
was quick, but it destroyed people.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's
They
a
were
ruthless
failing
workout.
on muscle ups, and I
Yeah.
could do muscle ups fine. And so I did well. I think I may have won both of those workouts. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
if
I'll have
not,
to go
you
back and
were
look.
you were top 3.
So going into the final day, Dave showed up. That's the first time I ever had run in with Dave.
yeah.
I don't remember what the morning workout
Remember
was.
25 burpees, 500
I remember that. I don't
row.
know. Was that the first workout?
It was so
We may have to go back and look.
yeah. But I mean, but that was
that workout.
was
It's a great workout.
great
with
workout.
good standards.
Yes.
With the standards was a terrible
25
workout.
burpee over an ab mat.
Ab mat, but you had to stand up straight before jumping over the ab mat.
Man, some of the burpee standards that we had.
All
remember
we
the-
had to do was jump over the rower. Like
Yeah.
just get over the rower.
Yeah.
It was 500. It was 2 rounds, 500 meter row, 25 burpees. That's all it was, which is a terrible and devastating workout.
Terrible.
But it was so stupid. I
They're
got
like they'll never
13th
be able
on
to
the
get
workout.
over this.
There's no reason I should have gotten 13th except for the standard. I kept getting no repped because
Because you wouldn't open
you wouldn't
up.
like it was so bizarre. The standard, you're looking over and people are just hopping back and forth, and I can't remember if there was a workout before that. But anyway, so I met Dave in between there. And Dave's like, "Hey, where you train?" I was like, "Well, we can't call ourselves CrossFit because we have 20 people paying $20 a month." I didn't tell him that part.
Really
but
not
He's like,
in the tax
Email
bracket.
me on Monday and we'll get your affiliate fee waived. And I was like, sweet, let's do it.
Man,
And the final workout was 2 squat snatch,
yeah, 145.
4 clean and jerks, 8 chest to bar.
4 or 8.
I think it was 2, 4, 8. I can't remember. 4,
Yeah,
8,
it was either that or 6 or something.
4,
It was-
6, 8 or something
then-
like that. And then a 200-meter run. And it was like 8 or 10 rounds.
It was a lot of rounds.
I do
And
remember seeing that
For
workout.
some reason, I could snatch.
And I remember Hendel actually started off really good on that because remember
I
he was
lapped
really
him.
good at the squat snatch.
I lapped
so
his ass.
He killed that.
He didn't know how to get his heart rate up back then.
Yeah.
he
No,
could-
I just
yeah.
remember that giant tattoo. That's one of my
Yeah.
first memories of my level 1. Spencer came in to train for the 9 games, and I'm like, who is this
Yeah, he had-
giant?
that guy had like the Lesnar tattoo on his back.
Yeah, the Carpe Diem. Yep.
And
Yep.
speaking of pull-up bars, it was a long,
I think it was the
super long
first-
rig,
'cause
and
it was the Dirty South, yeah.
bars.
And that's where it came
It was
from.
Where it
That
came
regional,
from.
yeah.
Ken Gall busted his because same thing. Everything's moving, and he went to chest to bar.
On the wrong bar.
And dude, I don't know if he went on
Oh,
the wrong.
I
I don't
know.
think it was the wrong bar. I think it was the rig was moving so much, and
Yeah.
he went to chest to bar, and somehow his face, or it might have been, I don't know. But all I remember is just blood pouring out of his nose or
That
mouth.
design was so cool but so deadly too.
It really tested the
Brain power.
the brain power of every human being that walked into a gym.
Yeah.
And then you
You
know,
would
and-
have to literally explain to them.
And then at
break-
some point, I was like, "Can we never have these in our gyms again, please?" Because
you
once a
cannot
month,
do pull-ups right here.
or bar muscle up.
yeah.
No matter how bad you think you want to.
But it's really good to scale toe to bar. You know, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
I know that's what I use. That's what I tell
it
people.
was good to
you-
have multiple pull-up bar heights. You know, you get in there and you're like, man,
the concept was phenomenal. Unfortunately, the assumption that you know what you're doing when you walk in a gym was too liberal there. Yeah. Lastly on that, so I forgot to tell the Lipson story.
Love it.
It was before the 21:59 workout, which everyone was like knew that Lipson was going to kill this workout. We are in our lanes. No one can find him. We are like ready to work out. No one knows where Dave is.
Sounds about accurate.
Literally to the point where like, there's someone's on a megaphone, like, where's Dave? Where's Dave? Like, and it's like, do we start? Do we not? Like, it's not like, back like now where it's like 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Like, we're waiting. Someone you just see running, right? He's asleep in his truck, taking a nap. Like, just taking a nap, and it's like in his truck. Just someone knocked on the door, like, hey man, you're supposed to go right now.
Dude, that truck must have flipped over.
He got out. But David, like he's never like in a rush. Like, he's super chill, right? Like he walks over, like he's got his like shoe in his hand, and like literally puts his shoes on and does the workout and beats everyone, I think. Like, but it was asleep 5 minutes before this workout started, when the workout was supposed to start. Where's Dave? And thankfully people knew who he was, or else we would have just
see the truck squeaking.
Dude,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like that
bear.
truck must have just.
Yeah. It was probably like a little like Toyota Tacoma or something, where he's half the size of the cab.
Were you part of the? These pop up just kind of periodically. And it's always crazy to see them. But the Again Faster versus Rogue.
Oh yeah, we were all there. That's,
that's
actually where me and Austin became good friends.
That's why
because we were on the same team.
Well, you and Hobart, we would go do the polar plunges in the lake.
That's right.
And then Lipson was too, though, right?
Lipson
was
He was part of it.
Man,
good stories.
Periodically,
that probably didn't make the video.
Yeah, I mean it started a lot. Yeah, I mean
we were kind of
was it 3 days?
You guys were there, Hibbs?
No, I was. That was like when I was starting to contract more regularly with them, so I was there.
That was actually
like
a pretty
seeing
cool
those and being
like
you guys
concept,
should have had me there.
Yeah. I
think it was like 4 days. It was a longer weekend.
But they were call-outs.
We were like,
right?
we were like little brothers at that point, like to all the Rogue, because they had like the
they had all the big
we
names.
were all
Miko,
like,
Rob, I think
Graham,
and
Graham, Kalupa.
The best, one of the funniest things was everybody's like hanging out at the Rogue house. We'd have dinner and stuff there and hang out. Well, we started out hot and we're beating everybody, and then they slowly just kind of took over us and beat us. But we started playing a prank where every time you go to the bathroom, you just chuck all the toilet paper out the window. So it got to the point where they couldn't
go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We also
who's chucking the toilet?
There was a
we
prank.
snuck in their house.
We snuck
with
in
the
their
megaphone
That's
and turned the siren on in their megaphone and ran out.
That's right. Middle of the night. It was like, we were just a bunch of idiots. It was awesome.
It was like summer
Where's that
camp.
at? Where was
it? Was in Lake
Tahoe.
Okay.
In these mansions we had no business being in.
Business. No business.
Yeah. But I just remember planning this prank. Like, we're going to go in there. Like, it was like Little Rascals.
Yeah, it was so fun. It was literally like Boy Scout camp. And we just.
But the way it worked, though, too, because I was trying to remember, I think Angela and I were talking about this a while back. You guys got to call out like an athlete?
Yeah, the way
how it went?
there was you could do individual call outs, you could do partner call outs, they would do full team workouts. At one point we were driving and Dave's like it was
side of a mountain.
It was a
side of a
mountain. It was a
mountain.
neighborhood that was about to be a development. And so there were roads that went up. And Dave was like, we're going to start here, go to the top. When you get to the last road, take a left.
And we just ran
Through like
we bushwhacked.
It was like Twilight, where the people are just running through like
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. And so like they let us out and they just drove up to the finish line, and we just were, and keep in mind, we're at elevation.
Yeah.
Right. So we're running up this thing like a bunch of idiots.
I finished second, which gives you on a run,
Because we get up and we're like tasting copper and blood in our mouth. Like, we all come out way too hot. I think Spearler was the only ones like probably shouldn't run fast in the beginning. We're like, no,
shut up. Intensity is king.
We're like trying to forward roll up this mountain. Like,
Road team's raw because they don't have toilet paper.
Oh, and I remember, and I don't know if this,
Barber doing the rope climb to beat Miranda.
Yes, and he like
legless,
and then died on the way down. Right, like he literally just let go.
There was like some chipper.
Was that
Was it Barber that did the thruster sprint against Spieler and then
Oh, the
dove to
logs?
finish on the barbell?
Yeah, and he
Yes,
dove
and
into the barbell.
Yep, dove into the
he dove
barbell.
headfirst into the barbell.
There was like random log
video.
toss.
I did a log toss
where it was
against
different size logs. Like
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, these two are close enough.
Yeah, they gave me a tree and they gave Chan a twig. Maybe that's just the way it looked.
Lipson and Rob did like back squats and then sprint up a hill or
30,
something.
yeah, 30 back squats.
Or maybe
at
it's just 30 back
225
squats at
or-
225.
225.
Yeah.
In the middle of instead of
They
in a
had to
gym
clean it to
setting,
put it on
it was
their
like on
back.
the side of a mountain.
Yep. Yeah. How about, do you remember when we went to the beach and when Eric McGee and Tommy Hackenbruck got in a fight? Do you remember this?
I remember the beach.
Was this
I
there?
don't remember
Or you
the
talking
fight.
about
So it was like, it was like the closest.
This was like a very
it got,
like
it got-
Gilson took
15
this
or
to the
14?
next level. Like we were
Gilson, that was his name.
super competitive and was like strategically trying to do things. And Bill got pissed. And Bill was like, "All right, cool, we're playing this game."
It
And
got-
it got nasty.
it started out like fun. This is cool. And then it became like,
it really pissed him off when we did the overhead squat push up between me and Graham.
Yes.
That really pissed everybody off.
yes, it got real hot.
What was
there.
that one?
Zigs.
In the
It was
zigs.
like 10 rounds of 10 overhead squats and 10 push-ups.
Yeah, because they want like that. That's when it became like, oh, like that was probably our first foray
it
to
became
like
petty, you know?
Yeah, and it was like, okay, like this is good for television, maybe not good for friendships, right? Type of deal. Like it was like the first time we didn't probably realize at the time, but like that's what was happening.
We're ruining them.
Yeah, and
We need to make this happen at Mayhem.
I mean, you could never do that now without this.
but I
It'd
will.
be fun.
Yeah, and I remember on the beach because this was like it was at the end, like it was getting hot, and
Yeah.
you know, like you said, Rogue started coming back, and you know, Eric McGee. Most people now probably don't even know him because he's been out of the game for a long time. But
MMA?
Yeah, he was.
Background?
He's an MMA fighter. I mean, you know, he takes off like he literally was an MMA fighter. Takes off his shirt, and you're like, okay,
All right.
he's gonna kill me, right? And then Hackenbruck, you look at him and like, this is a mountain of a man.
Yeah, this
right?
guy ran through people.
And again, Hackenbruck, if you know him, most competitive human in the world, right? Hacksaw and
Broken Skull Challenge.
whatever it was, whatever happened, they started jawing, and you know, if you know Hacks, like he's gonna jaw back heavy. And it just got to the point where like they had to get fully separated.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And I don't know if we were split up at that time, but I just was like, okay, maybe it's time to call it here.
Do you remember them having like some type of trump card?
Yeah, there was something.
It was something weird. I need to go back and watch those videos.
They all-
We gotta watch.
We gotta do, like-
the green screen thing
We got to do the green screen
and
thing.
tell
like-
you guys the tell all stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, and there that one night, we were putting a bunch of people to bed
Oh, we put a couple people to bed multiple times.
multiple times. Yeah, we had to lock people in their rooms.
Yep.
They kept coming out. We're like, no, you need to go
no,
to bed.
You need to go.
No, go to bed. Go to bed. Yeah. So there's some good stories. We'll leave names
We
out.
won't.
of it,
Yeah, we
but-
won't leave those. We won't.
We won't go names, but that was. I mean, we woke up the next day and there was like a deer head on the wall.
Yep.
And I believe that,
It ended up in the other house, right?
and it was full of and had beer cans on it too.
Yep.
Like they just So those. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a blast.
I don't know if they got their deposit back.
Who were
Worth it.
some of the women on it?
Uh,
Who did you
Christy
guys have?
Phillips.
Christy Phillips,
Chris Clever.
Chris
Yeah,
Clever.
Chris Clever. Miranda was on the other one. Right?
And Miranda.
was on Rogue.
Was Rebecca?
Rebecca what was Voigt?
Camille was there
Camille
for
was there.
sure
Yep,
because
yep,
that
yep,
was
that's-
like
yep.
you know the genesis. Was
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Tanya.
Yeah,
was there.
Tanya.
Tanya was
Oh,
with.
Fortunat or
No,
was
Wagner.
Julie there too? Maybe.
or
I don't know if Julie was there.
It was Julie came. She might have been, but I don't think she really peaked. Not peaked.
No,
Like right after that.
Blew up right after.
That's right. Gosh,
we have to go back and look.
I have to go back and look.
yeah,
Pat Barber was with us. Hobart was with us.
Oh yeah,
Austin.
that's when I first met Barber
animal.
in a hot tub. We were in a hot tub, and he goes, "Hey Austin,
Tell all.
He goes, "Your form sucks." First thing he said to me. He goes, "Yeah, like you're strong, like you're good at deadlifting, but you move like shit." And I was like,
Can you hand me that drink?
"Really good to meet you, Pat."
Thanks, Pat.
He's like, "Hi, I'm Pat."
Really loved your videos on the CrossFit Journal.
I just remember there was that pier or that dock, and we would run down there, and it was like a good drop. It was like probably 10 feet down.
Yeah, we weren't ready for
And
that
we
when
would
we
just
first jumped
jump
in. Yeah.
down in there. It's like 50 degrees. We'd do some hot cold contrast. No idea what we were doing.
We were ahead of
Yeah.
our time.
I would say, yeah, you guys are doing it.
That was before Huberman made it cool, you know?
that was before you had to pay $10,000 for a cold bath.
I did that this morning. I've been doing hot cold the last couple of days. My back's been jacked up.
I'm jealous of you. I gotta get mine up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's.
I think any other.
I know that's
Where-
where.
so you were in California for the those sectionals and regionals? So you with Kalipa?
No, I was in Utah at that time, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
with like
So you've been
Spieler, and then I went
Spieler.
down to Kalipa's. Like he ran the first sectional in NorCal that
Okay.
year.
That's right.
And then Neil Maddox made his appearance at the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah,
wearing
Because
the-
back then, if you
Such a name.
had won a lot of guys that had won went to the games the previous year were pre-qualified for regionals, so they would run a sectional.
Well, and they had the lifetime. If you won the CrossFit Games, you made it. You were
that's
automatically
right.
got an
Gosh,
invite.
man,
Yeah.
I missed that by 1 year.
Yeah.
I got to bypass regionals once.
Yeah, because you did.
I
the
love the
team
bypass
thing.
too.
Yeah.
It's a great you
think-
should get a past champions
I
provisional.
agree. Like, that's
and if
what you
you
wanna
stay in the
see.
top 5, you get to keep going.
I'll say as long as you're competitive
Yeah, if you
within
stay in-
100%.
like,
I
yeah.
100% agree
and,
with that.
And just don't take a spot from someone else. Just have it like, if you're inviting 40 athletes, give 41 because
this
someone's going to get
this was
injured.
my biggest.
They're
This
gonna
pissed,
get injured.
this pissed me
They're
off
gonna get
so much when it went to regionals, and they're like, "Cool, yeah, a champion can't take a spot, but you can take a champion's spot." What the hell is that?
Yeah,
You know, like,
thank you.
Hey, we're going to take 5 spots, but if a champion takes one, we're going to take 6. We had me and Graham both there.
Oh, that's right.
And it didn't matter if we didn't take a spot. Dude, that was the worst.
Yeah, and you
Yeah, 'cause
guys
that was back with that 5.
and
You
that
guys
region
think-
was stacked, right? Oh man, gosh, you had Bailey, Holmberg, you,
Hendren, Marcus, man.
right?
Nick, your anchor.
Workhorse.
Your ranker,
Panchek.
Your rancor.
Panchik.
Panchek.
Yep.
Oh my
Panchek was
gosh,
there. Who was the tall guy? I don't think he made it, but he was always competitive within.
A bunch of them.
No, he was a
tough.
tough.
Marcus
yeah.
Hendren, amazing human being.
Was
I
it Nate
watched.
Trader or my thing?
No, Nate Trader was south.
He was south.
He was
Yeah.
with me in
Big
the
dude
first
though.
He was a mountain. Yeah.
He was a mountain of a man.
Great. Yeah, I remember when we were on that road trip, we stayed at his house one time. Just nicest human in the
Really?
world.
Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was strong. Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
freak. Wow. Yeah.
Gosh, those would.
Was there
Farm
a
strong.
workout with a weighted vest at one of your sectionals? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I remember
so
seeing
at the
videos.
sectional we had in Salt Lake, I don't remember if there was any like named athletes that came out of that sectional, but Zach Forrest, I think, was.
Zach.
Oh, that's
Zach
right.
Forrest.
That's right.
There you go.
Wow.
But it was like a Fran, so
But with a vest.
with a weighted vest, and like a run in the middle of it. So you do like
I love that.
21:15:9 and a 200-meter run, and then 15:21.
And those
I
were
think
the,
was the number.
You got to
I could be
remember
off.
the
and those weighted vests back then had like they
weird
just had the
weighted-
grenades in them.
Yeah, it was just metal. That
Like
was
individually
on.
packed.
giant
those things.
pieces. It was like out here.
Yeah.
So like if you're doing chest to bar, like it gives you an
Oh, yeah,
advantage.
it's a little
Yeah,
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
for
if
sure.
it's
You didn't have
and
to
if
judge
it's a
it, you
little
just listen.
and if it's a little loose, it hits you in the chin and you
Yep.
chip your tooth.
God, I love when people put barbells with weighted vest workouts. It's my favorite.
The Mountain West Regional, maybe it was like I forget what year it was, but it was such a cool event. It was the poundage event. You remember that?
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate those events.
Yeah, I just liked
Poundage
it.
event.
It was like you had to lift like 75,000 pounds from the ground
Oh, okay.
overhead, and
could
Chan
pick a weight,
Pick
yeah.
a weight was the only one smart enough, I think, to
You
realize
did like
that,
75 pounds or
which
something?
was the smartest.
Yeah.
It was just basically did Randy, right? I think was like what it came out to be. But everyone was like, "No, I'm just going to do like 15 reps at 225." Like, nah, man. Like, and Chan's just ripping this barbell. But it was it was perfect then.
Yeah.
Because it highlighted that no one knew what they were doing.
No.
Yeah, I would say that's back when everybody was naive on
That happened
every
at
single
Wadapalooza
workout.
one year. And it like some people used an empty barbell and some people used 225. It was like there were two separate scores and
Yeah.
it was dumb. What are you doing? Sorry, Trice just walked in.
Tarps off.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. And I was trying to think of, because you were, I think
You
that
loved that Satan's Whiskers workout from one of those.
that was from Matt Chan.
You still use that workout.
Yeah, that was
right?
still, it was 3 rounds of 10,
Is it chest to bar?
10 chest
thrust
bar,
and
10 burpee, and 10 front squat.
front squat.
Yeah.
155.
It was just 3 rounds, but I mean, I'll never forget. And I think it was around that 2010 time frame, like
10
when
or 11, yeah.
Yeah, 10 or 11, but it was at a sectional or regional, and I remember the video of Matt Chan doing it. He killed it. He was like 3 minutes like just slaughtered it. Everybody's dying.
Yeah, that was cool. Like, I think they also did one year the Air Force workout. Do you remember
yeah.
that one?
Yeah, I
Wow.
remember
That was
that,
the
but I
first
don't remember
sectional
what
I
the
think I
workout
flew
was.
to. Was that was the first workout?
Yeah.
And I remember like seeing people. That was the first time like figuring out how to find who to film because you would just like different heats. You didn't know who was going to win, and there was one guy that just crushed that specific workout.
Yeah.
How'd it go again?
it was like 20s, right?
It was
Yeah.
20s, and every minute you had to do 5 burpees.
That's right.
That's how it
Right.
went.
So it was like, and it was 95-pound bar, just basically every movement you could do on like a barbell. But you had, it was this sort of the burpee.
I remember the workout.
Yeah,
and the name,
yeah.
I just don't remember. You loved that core workout too. I remember
Core
you doing
one,
it like 18
of
times.
course, because I was
Pull-ups
like,
and run.
I was 130 pounds,
Yeah.
so of course I
remember
love that.
you just run, like he'd be
running pull-ups.
come in and do that workout on
Yeah.
the regular.
That was my favorite.
Your go-to.
Yeah, but I'd always butterfly. I'd never do the kip.
Oh man, I still remember. Yeah, trying to get my chin to like on the butterfly.
How many, man, because I remember that center, you had to break the vertical plane, and clipping your chin was so awful. You clip it once in a while.
Yeah, that's where I met Brett Ellis.
Yeah, that is where the
CrossFit
short.
Rapid.
I would say the short judge.
Yeah, he's
the
shorty
short
on the box.
judge.
Yeah,
Shorts were pretty
Man.
much he's wearing a thong.
yeah.
out
We need to
there
go back
judging
and
Rich.
find a lot of these videos and do the green screen thing.
They're out there.
They're out there.
You just got to dig. You got to dig.
Well, and it was cool watching them because, like, you look back at them now, they were such simple workouts, but they were so effective. Like, I mean, they would still hit hard
Yeah, if you do
today.
Air Force now, like that,
That's what I'm saying. Like, the workouts you watch them, you're like, I don't want to do that.
I mean, we
Like,
did that a lot with the classic. Like we took a lot of those workouts
Yeah, a lot
and
of
tried
the
to like
yeah.
clean up standards. Like that was the hard part
Yeah.
back then is, the kettlebell.
Some things you just see.
The kettlebell is a terrible, it's a great training movement.
It's just not
It's
fun
a
at
terrible competitive movement. The push-up, same thing, is a terrible competitive movement. I hate kipping handstand push-ups for that reason.
Yeah.
There's some others in there, but
But I think also at that time in the game, strategy wasn't really a thing.
just go.
because you had no
I
idea
miss those
what these-
days.
And
yeah.
but like
Knowing what a workout feels like now, I'm like, I'm gonna take
Exactly.
it easy. Back
And-
then it was just like,
go. But that's like there's the
What
beauty,
RPE?
the beauty in that, right? If there's one advice I would give to anyone, is just do workouts with no intent other than to burn it down
And survive.
You have to learn.
and,
You do.
and hit your wall because
Yeah, it's a
the
live and
reality is. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be an awful experience. You're going to get great results. But like that's how we learn. I'm not a fan of like the whole like spending 10 minutes of a strategy before a workout. Just do your workout for most people.
Well,
And
I
that
think
was-
it takes away from being an athlete. I mean,
on the
like,
fly.
well, and especially from a coaching like standpoint, yeah, there is a live and learn, much like being a parent. Hey, don't touch that. Hey, don't touch that. Okay, that's it. Burn your hand. Learn.
gotta learn
Yeah.
your limits.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, don't do that. I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah, the burn those when you look at those workouts, that's also what made them so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You had no idea what was going to happen.
When
like
they hit a wall.
you're like, oh, this person like Spencer, like crushing, boom, gone. Right, like
Dude, the hundreds like work out. Like the hundreds, like
when
that
Mike
one.
McGoldrick
but,
passed
I mean-
out with a barbell over his head.
Dude, but just like watching that one again, like that workout today, like where it started off with 100 chest to bar.
Yeah.
And then from there, what you advanced to that one, was that the 100 pistol?
Wait, there was a couple different.
well, yeah,
ones.
there was a couple.
bunch of
100
hundreds.
overhead squat, 100 double unders.
There was a wall ball. There was a chest to bar, wall ball,
yeah.
Dumbbell
snatch,
snatch.
pistol.
Yeah.
And then there was also a.
There was the overhead squat
There was
one.
a push press, overhead squat, maybe a front or back squat.
And then there was 100 double unders in one.
Yeah.
Where like that was one of them, and like at the time, it's like sets of 10 was the way to go.
I remember Kalipa on the 100s workout did like threes on the chest to bar.
yeah,
Yeah, and actually
and
did good.
really well.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you got 1 year. Spencer did it. Remember that 21 down to 3x3s of handstand
And
push-ups,
push-up, front squat.
And I remember
Handshake
Spencer,
sniped me at the end.
Yeah.
Power clean, right?
front squat at
Oh,
205.
okay. Handstand push up, but there
It
was
was handstand push-up,
push-up.
front squat, burpee.
Burpee over
Burpee,
the bar.
burpee.
And I remember Spencer did singles the whole way.
On handstand push-up?
Yeah. And like did very well.
Did fine.
Yeah.
I'll murder that front squat.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was just a toothpick. Yeah. Yeah. Man. But but that was like when strategy started to come into play, because like years prior, like I'm good at this, and you literally can't do any more hands. You remember that kids would just do a handstand push up,
Until you couldn't.
and then literally they would just be staring at the wall for 10 minutes, looking at it, couldn't do anything. It was devastating.
Yeah.
And then they started implementing the standard of the box because, obviously everybody started to
Oh, yeah,
learn.
wide.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I could
yeah.
go way out here and
Yeah,
I
it's like-
could just.
Then
Damn-
it was going to measure our forearm.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
the,
I remember Dan Bailey did Diane in like 1 minute, right? Do you remember that? And like his arms were literally like it was like a snatch
the
grip.
world record.
It was, yeah. Snatch grip.
He's still, that's a world record.
Yeah, world record, Dan. Oh man, that video is great.
So fast.
Yeah.
There was that one, actually, too, and I believe in that same regional, might have been maybe the next year, but there was a workout in there, too, that to this day, to me, it would just break me. It's 21:59.
Deadlift box jump?
Deadlift and box jump. A 315 deadlift
30-inch
and a
box jump.
30-inch
See,
box jump.
that's the only workout I got, man.
I was going to say, Austin, I think you have the world record on that.
That's
right.
awesome. But to me,
we
it's
did that
like,
twice.
There
We
are
did
two
twice.
combinations. There's two combinations.
And you're probably
in
rebounding
CrossFit
back
I hate.
then.
We rebounded for sure.
Oh, hell yeah,
And
we
I
did.
have, so I somehow, someone,
my knee still
I have
hurts.
that video of the first one in 2011.
Did you win it? Did you win that?
Yeah, I won that.
record.
World record.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I mean,
Mediocre.
I mean, that's it. But I remember that video, we rebounded 30-inch box jumps.
God,
like
what a
like
time.
like it was just popping Tic Tacs. You know, like it was wild. And I watch the video now, and I'm like, it hurts me to
Oh,
watch.
it
Right?
kills
I'm
me.
like, whoa.
My knee just
I remember
aches thinking
practicing
about
like rebounding, like just like being in the gym, just doing sets of 10, just like
Yeah.
set the clock and like
Yeah.
I got to get these because these are so important to me.
That workout is I mean, a deadlift box jump is a great combo.
It's a great combo.
I mean, we've
It
seen
is. That's what
variations.
hurts me
We've
the
seen
most.
variations in the open. All like it's a great combo.
Do you remember the open workout? And this was such a it was deadlift at 155, box jumps at 24, and then hand release push-ups in
nine.
the open.
That
15,
was
12, 9.
2011.
Yeah.
That was the first time they did the global leaderboard, and it broke. That was week 1. So we did that workout.
Was it? I thought snatch double under was
Maybe
the first open
Snatch
workout.
double under was
so
first.
the next
Oh, so
weekend.
the next weekend it broke, and so that they kept it open for 2 weeks. Yep. So we did that workout like 17 times because you remember you're like something like, oh, like they did it again.
Yeah.
Oh, they did it.
Oh, I
again.
did it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have the leaderboard's broken. It's open for a week.
And that
Oh,
was
they-
back before people like held their scores for a while. They'd be
So we're
like,
just
I'm
telling
gonna put
people.
it on. I'm gonna put it
Oh
on.
man, so you keep hearing, I gotta do it again. We did that workout.
I think I did it once.
Yeah, I did it way too many times.
Was it 20 minutes too? It was a long.
It was a
long
heinous
time.
workout.
Yeah, it was a long.
And which would be a
time.
good workout, horrible competition workout.
Yeah,
and
nine
hand
release push-ups.
You're just worming off the
Yes.
Yeah.
ground.
And then
I just remember in our members, it was the
do you
first.
remember
open.
it was 5 minutes. Squat clean
And jerk.
and shoulder to overhead.
At 165.
2 separate scores.
At 165.
I mean 2 separate movements technically. Yes. I
I
remember
still
doing
think
that in the Reebok, the first Reebok lifting shoe at the
yeah, yeah.
APC.
Yep.
there was
I did like 8 or 9 off
60
the rip. and then
burpee
just
over
singles.
or 60 burpee over bar, 30 overhead squat, 10 muscle ups, 10 ring
I
muscle
don't remember
ups.
that one.
I do.
That was
remember.
a short. It was like a 8-minute AMRAP maybe or
Yeah,
something like
finished
that.
or something. Yeah.
But started off, it started off with like a crazy amount of burpees. Then like overhead squat was like 115, and then 10 ring muscle ups. And at the APC, it was the 20-foot straps.
Swinging
So
everywhere.
yeah, so I mean, it's like if you broke, you were screwed because those things be swinging and they're 10 feet high.
We at the original Reebok headquarters, we had not only those straps but chains. What?
So I was, but
I remember
yeah.
the chains. Remember the handstand push-up workout we did
Yeah.
on that was like,
The ring handstand push-ups. Yeah, with our feet on the chains.
yes,
Oh,
from like 15 feet above.
I'll never forget
Genius.
You look back, you're like, oh, this is a good way to hang rings. No. Yeah, because now you have like 10 pounds of chain moving.
Yeah.
Once those things got moving,
Gone.
you were basically like, Miley Cyrus wrecking
Wait, what
ball.
year was that? That you were doing?
12-ish, maybe.
Yeah.
So before the 15 games where they showed up in the
That
games.
was, we
Yeah.
were doing ring handstand push-ups before.
Well, they showed up in
.com.
10 when we were at the games from the floor.
from the floor.
Yeah,
Not
from
from
the floor.
above.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I remember after they did the
205
We
floor,
would
clean.
regularly do
muscle
those
ups,
handstand push-ups.
muscle up to
from the-
ring
yeah,
handstand
so
push-ups.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
It
So
was
that's when like skin the cats and like
It's
you're
your
doing like
fault.
all these random.
yeah, we were dumb. And I remember and then like you'd miss like once in a while, like
Yeah. Or you come down way too hot and swing yourself into a crazy lever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
man, my
man.
palms are sweating remembering some of these
Knees weak,
mistakes we
arms
made.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like I think, and I like tell people this, all the stupid stuff we did, I would hurt myself more outside the gym.
Yeah, oh,
like
for
walking
sure.
outside, slipping on a thing of ice or like something like that. It's like,
Oh, no doubt.
I can't believe that I got away with, or we got away with all that stuff.
Well,
We walked out of
yeah.
there most days.
Do you remember we handstand walked on the like
Your dad's
tumbling?
concrete?
No, well,
Oh.
yeah, that too. The tumbling mats at Before that was even like a thing.
Yeah. We used to walk up on it. Yeah.
No, at Dad's. So Dad's, when we were training at Dad's,
Say Heber was up there a lot for those.
we would handstand walk on the rubber into the shop part of the barn.
Yeah.
Which was smooth concrete.
Smooth, but cigarette
as soon
buds
as
and
you-
like sawdust too.
And sawdust.
Yeah,
You
you know.
go-
Kitty litter from oil spills. But when you would start sweating, dude, you would just gone.
Yeah.
And then Jake, the biggest lab who just lay there and he wouldn't move.
Wouldn't
So you'd be
move,
handstand
so you just
walking,
walk
see
around him.
see a white dog just in your eyesight. And you just,
Obstacles.
yeah.
Oh, man. The good old days. Yeah, me and Hobart were talking about that a
The,
while back.
the 11 and a
about
half foot wall ball target.
Yeah, it was like 10-8 or 10-9 or
Gosh,
something like that of a wall
And
ball target.
then the ring muscle ups that sat right outside.
Oh, they
and
were
you had,
such good
and
rings,
They were
though.
the best rings,
small
but
straps.
the steps,
Small
the
straps.
steps are right behind you. So if you swung too much, your toes.
Yeah, it would make your
clipped.
kip real efficient.
So you
Or
had to
your
short
heels.
kip it every time. So
Oh
just-
man, yeah. Those rings still hang there.
Remember
They
that
still hang
classic?
to
We
this
would just
day.
run around that tree
That
he has.
tree.
We'd run around that tree,
Yeah.
do 5 muscle ups for
It
10
seems so
rounds
much
or something
farther
like that.
when we look at it
Or
now.
a clean and jerk run.
Yeah.
Or we were like, when we couldn't figure out a workout to do, we'd be like, yeah, we'll just run around that tree
Run around
and do
that
5.
tree.
You know?
The original shuttle run again.
Man, this is like war stories. It's really what this is. I mean, we're bringing it back here.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of battle scars from them, but
I mean, we
But,
wear
you
them
know,
internally.
Yeah,
Mine are
yeah, I would
internal,
say,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Say, definitely have PTSD from those.
We wear our scars internally. Yeah, in our joints, ankles,
How long have
knees.
you been going, Scott? It's got to be about an hour.
Yeah. Oh man.
They've been cruising through. No, and but it's crazy though. You think about again, like when you say like the Tahoe stuff and those, it's like, dude, it's 2025. That's 14 years ago. Like that, we're
Yeah.
15.
15. Yeah, 15.
That was right after the 10 games.
That's right.
like,
Yeah, it was
literally
October.
right
It
after.
was October of 2010.
15 years ago.
What, you were 20, 22, 23?
3.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, it's. I mean, and that's it's weird to say like when we're talking about what we're doing, where we are, talk about Mayhem. It's like 15 years ago, right? It's like when we started a lot of this, and it's like it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And learned a lot, but also like it's. Can you go back? I don't know. Like you think, can we? Like everyone's like, can you do the Tahoe throwdown again? Can you do the road trips again? And I think the short answer is like, well, we can't because we have families. You know,
We'll die.
like well, you know, like and
You
that's,
wouldn't want to watch that.
like yeah, like and that's I think the thing. Like it's no, we can't because yeah, it's fun, but we can't spend 2 weeks away from our families on a road trip. Our wives will kill us.
You guys would actually have to warm up before
like-
these events.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too.
But so
The oiling the knees.
But it's it's fun. It's I don't know, almost more fun to talk about at
Yeah,
this point. But
at this point.
yeah. But hopefully the
What I tell people too, what I wish, and I don't know if Heber has any footage of it. If you do, Heber, you got to find it. But like, if we could ever just have a shot of that whiteboard that's set at your dad's house,
He's
of
got
all the
I mean,
workouts.
you would get
'Cause,
screenshots.
I mean,
from
there
the
would
movie
be
for sure.
there would be times like where that board would be filled. And remember, because you couldn't erase it. They
couldn't
were just,
erase it.
they
You
were
had to get
molded.
This is
the,
the whiteboard, like right when you walked in the barn to the
Yeah,
left.
it was
Yeah.
shower board. It wasn't even technically
Yeah, it
a
wasn't
whiteboard.
even a whiteboard.
You'd have to spray it
Oh,
with
yeah.
Windex
But, like,
or Goo Gone.
If you look at that too, it's like, I mean, there's some that sit on there. I mean, like to this day that I still have kind of stuck. I mean, but I think about even our like programming, again, because like we've evolved from some stuff, but then you look, there's things that we did then that we're still doing now.
Yeah.
I mean, classics for us, the every minute on the minutes or like the interval styles or the do 3 rounds, rest 3 rounds. Like
One of the ones I think showed up on .com was like a weighted pistol.
So that week, there was a few times, like it was the first time they ever let me do this, where I was like, "Hey, I've got awesome videos of these athletes doing workouts. You should make them the workout of the day."
Yeah.
And it was the first time they ever let athletes program CrossFit.com
Yep.
workouts.
Right.
And one of the first ones was my favorite. I do it all the time if I only have 10 minutes. No warm up, just load 225 on the barbell, and it was 5 rounds, 10 deadlift, 20 wall balls.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
me
did
and
that out in
Hobart
front of
did
the
that
bar.
one.
It was you two.
yeah,
Yep.
And
yeah.
then that one was the only time I felt confident doing a pistol because you had a weighted pistol with a
Yep.
kettlebell, so you had like
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Was it
counterbalance.
a muscle up snatch pistol? Like
Something like that. It was an interesting
12-9
combination
or-
of
yeah.
3 unique movements,
Yeah.
but it paired very well together.
Yeah.
And
It
that-
was. I mean, like thinking about it too, and I don't say it to like toot our own horn or his, but it's like some of them, they were great combinations. Like as far as like you look at first, you're like, God, I really don't want to do this. But then you got done with it, you're like, wow, that was actually a great workout. Yeah, that I never want to touch again.
Well, I think that like we said, we made a lot of mistakes. And specifically worked out a lot. So you get the amount of volume and reps and practice that, and even like, and this is the often forgotten thing of like, you look back at .com from the 2025 day or 2005, you saw Greg doing a lot of experimenting, right? Like a lot of experimenting. And the same thing was basically happening on ourselves. But we also worked out 3, 4, 5 times a day.
So you have to get creative on not hitting the same movement, not hitting the same stimulus.
And you have to get better at it because you can't beat yourself up. And so I think that's to that point of you have no choice. And again, look at the longevity. It's 15 years in. Yeah, we put a lot of miles on by design, but we're still doing it.
Still doing it.
And
all three of us are about to do it in about 5 hours.
We're about to compete again. That's right.
Yeah.
Would you guys change anything from the past?
I would probably do more warm-up, cool-down accessory.
Yeah.
But I just, at the time, you don't know. The one thing is, like, I would have rehabbed my knee before letting them take out a piece of a meniscus. That's the main thing for me. Other than that, I mean, I'm the type that you can tell me something 50 times, but unless I do it, I'm not going to listen to you. So I think we had to. I think we had to figure it out. That's right. I think we had to figure it out.
I would say, like, as far as workout-wise, probably not. Because I really don't regret anything workout-wise. But like Rich said, the preparation, and probably the recovery aspect of it, yeah, sure. I mean, that stuff definitely. But I also look at the longevity that we had within, and I see the longevity now that athletes have. It's completely different. I mean, and again, you might say that we're more old school, we're ground and pound, we're made to grind. They are probably not me.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the current training sphere for
I mean, whatever works for people. Yeah, I think it's just different. Obviously, we've got
the motivation factor is different now, though.
A bunch of different styles going on at Mayhem, right? Like depending on athlete, depending on coach. I think it's just different. We're just in a different spot. I think a lot of it is based off of what we figured out, kind of as it went. It's a lot more specialized. Yeah. We were very just like do more CrossFit, right? And I think it needed to in some areas. Like if you've got weaknesses and strengths.
Well, you were one of the first to find like Chris Hinshaw and work with the specialist.
Yeah, I mean, I took him after Jason did. Yeah. Jason kind of came on the scene. We worked with Jenna on the swimming side of it before that. Jenna helped swimming a ton.
Yeah, Jenna helped a ton. And that was, I mean, remember Barbell Shrug, Mike
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe. Bledsoe. I was gonna say there was a video like where he was there for like a day, but it was he was showing us like how to
snatch technique,
and it was like 95 pounds, and we were just I was just failing it, trying to figure this thing out.
Some good video of that.
Yeah, but it's
I think the need for specialization or subject matter experts. I think I went to a CrossFit weightlifting seminar because I wanted to get better at my weightlifting, but then also coaching it.
Yeah.
I think. That's a big thing that I miss is having all those specialty courses that 100%. Coaches and athletes can go to. And that's the hard part is it was just a different era, right? Everybody's like, oh, these athletes aren't coaches anymore. Okay, fine. But like they're still trying to get better and who knows what's going to happen when they step away from competing, with that knowledge that they have. So, it's just a different time, right? Just way different.
But what I would say, and I think that something that was pioneered and arguably revolutionized at Mayhem was the importance of training with people and training with like-minded people. We talk a lot about this from our values here at Mayhem, but I think that's the one thing that, for like the specialization and having like a coach and the downside of that is it can pull you away from the group, where I personally think it matters less. Not that it's not important, but what you do matters a little less than how you do it and who you do it with across 100%. And I think that is, and the downside of, hey, I have a coach. This is exactly
what I have to do. I can't do anything else. I can't work out with you. Yeah, that's the hard part for me. And some of these athletes need that. Some people are they want specialized. Right. That's their personality. I'll speak for Austin and Darren. I just like working out with people. So it was like, all right, hey, what fits in what we're doing, what we've done in the last couple of days, and let's just throw down. I just genuinely enjoy working out, and working out with people. Like we did it at Coaches Congress. We did what, 3 workouts in one day.
Yes,
and it was
never
like,
ended.
all right, what are we gonna do now? All right, we've already done this. We did that earlier. Screw it, we'll do it again. You
And
know,
it wasn't
like
just them doing it. There were people that did 4 workouts with them.
That
and
is
I'm
true.
like,
Yeah, we
guys are crazy.
dragged people through the mud with us,
and
for
they
sure.
loved it.
but
That
man,
was
it's-
something you did back in the day.
Yeah,
which is like,
yeah.
I described it as a revolving door. Where
my
like,
spiritual gift is fitness peer pressure. That's just what I've got, you know? Like I'm
not a
just
gift,
really
it's
good at
cursed.
that. It's you know, it's what that's probably the only thing I'm good at, right? And so I just like working out, and I like working out with people, you know? So it's just kind of what we've built on. And once again, some athletes are different, and you're seeing some of these camps do that with, especially closer to the games. But man, I wanted to do it year round. I didn't want
What I think too,
you can also, there's a hard side to that too. If you're training together with somebody all the time and competing, 1, it's not good for a friendship, and 2, you can run each other into the ground, you know? So there is times where when we were in our height, would set limits on machines or whatever. It's like, all right, hey, we're going to push hard, but we're not going to go to like what Austin was saying, where we're just like blacking out every workout.
But
You just can't.
had like what I loved is you had the different groups that would show up every day at different times.
Yeah, I did
so
have
you
that.
maybe have Darren for like the full day of training, but you had 3 or 4
Thomas,
dudes show up.
yeah, we would have
9.
like Thomas Cox that would work out and
Yeah.
do strength stuff. That was like,
And then you go to
he
the
was stronger
pool,
than
it
and
me.
would
be
be
a
like
different
Rich,
group.
and then you just see a lineup of like people and be like, all right, next.
Yeah,
And then-
exactly.
All right,
And then in
all
the
right,
early
all right, I'm
afternoon,
done.
you'd have the afternoon crew.
Yeah,
None of
yeah.
them were
Yes.
like games
hey.
level athletes, but you could still get a push because you're working out with them. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to lap them, you know? Like, and there was that push side of it. Like, hey, I want to do whatever.
We did have specialists too. Like, you know, I mean, he jokes or he says it too, but it's like, yeah, I was the body weight pusher guy, you know, and then we had people that could lift. I was like, all right, you got to tag in on this one because I can't do it.
I remember bringing in Alex Smith, not Smith, Alex Anderson.
Oh,
Anderson.
yeah.
Came in, you guys did a bench workout.
Yep. Alex
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah. Wow, there's
He
a
was
name.
so competitive. You guys, he smashed, maybe not smashed you, but beat you by like 20 seconds on the first round through it. And then the second round, Alex, it definitely,
It all added up. Yeah.
yes.
I think too will be kind of interesting because you think about sports just in general. You can use NFL, basketball, or something like that, but every sport goes through a cycle, and it seems to make its way back to the original, but then it cycles again. And it's almost like football, the evolution of the running back linebacker. You had big bruising running backs and big linebackers. Then it started shifting. Defenses started adapting. They wanted faster backs, and now now they shrunk their linebackers down. Well, now this started opening up holes where now, you know, athletes or running backs are getting bigger lanes. Well, now big bruising linebackers coming back. You know, downhill backs are kind of becoming a thing, fullbacks. And it's like, you think of it like CrossFit, it's almost starting to make that cycle back where we evolved into this individualized state of it. But now people are really starting to see the value of the old school, hey, train together. Yes, you have your specialists. You have things like that, like talked about with Henshaw, lifting, you know, Bergener. But athletes are starting to make their way back to that. Now they're developing these camp sizes of athletes trained together, starting to come back more. Hopefully it makes its way back more into the gym side of things as well, and we'll see that cycle start to
Yeah, I think people get caught up at times with the programming at the games from one year, and they're like,
Yeah.
I got to this year was all machines, or hey, this year was all gymnastics. Like, I got to just train that, and then you just get off the wagon when you look at it. Yep, obviously you need to study it and need to look at what's going on and what's programmed, but just need to get back to what CrossFit is, right? So.
Yeah, and again, not to belabor it, but I think that like you speak over it, but you were always training just with regular people. Mm-hmm. Like that's the thing. Like now they would come in waves. They would not train all day. But and that is, you know, that's what CrossFit's built on, Mayhem's built on, is just working out with people. And to your point, and I remember this as well because I would train with people all the time up at Reebok, and I'd remember it would be the same thing. All right, can I beat them by a round or two?
Yeah.
Like they were pushing me just in a different way. And it was a blast. And it's what also brought the community together in the sense of every one of those maniacs that work out with us. You remember the Affiliate Cup, right? Those were the members that made the Affiliate Cup team.
Right.
Those are the members that were just people that hey, like I want to compete. You know, they didn't have any aspirations of competing.
No pro, no whatever.
Well, and then thinking about like who was from Cookville that would fly to California to support
just be a
Rich on
part
the
of
floor.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
they were
like
part of
they're
it.
wearing
They
the pink
felt like
shirt
they
in
part of it.
2013.
Yeah.
That's right. Those people that
I
you're training
still
with.
remember Fizz to this day. Fizz was one that would come in the
Waves,
afternoon.
yeah.
And we did a tough workout, and I was like, I need to do something else. And I for some reason remember this vividly. It was like 2014. 3 rounds of 30 cal ski, 30 wall balls. And I was like, just a little finisher to finish. And Fizz goes, if you want to get dirty, I'll get dirty.
That was such a great line. That was one of my favorite lines.
It was like he'd already smashed himself. We'd done whatever. He goes, if you want to get dirty, I'll get dirty with you. And I was like, my man. And so it was just one of those workouts that is like burned in my brain.
I love that.
From 2014. That's 11 years ago. So.
I think what was cool to Heber's point too is like that was some of my favorite memories of the regionals. It's like when we would go to those and you'd see the Homburg crowd. You'd see, you would have the sea of people. I mean, obviously like the sea of pink, like at the games was just like iconic, but it felt like high school sporting events almost, as far as crowd wise.
It was very cultish.
It was. It was. But it was so cool that everybody had that person, that team that they were on, they were cheering for. Like gyms traveled together.
Shared suffering brings people together.
Amazing.
And it's do they do hard things?
Do hard things.
Well, training
is hard.
And then there you want to be a part of what it looks like at the end. Like you got to bring people along in the journey, right? And I think that's the biggest thing is that if in order for our community to grow, you have to bring people in. And I think that is an athlete's responsibility.
And people that walk in the gym. You remember when you used to just be like, hey, come try CrossFit or come work out? We've gotten away from that. It's like taboo now. It's like, nah, just.
And in the same, hey, I just remember, you want to work out?
Yeah.
Yes. Like the only answer is yes. It's not what's the workout.
Yep.
It's not, yes.
Yes.
Just bring that back. Find someone in the gym, just a random person. You want to work out?
We do cold challenges at the gym. You're like, you're in or out. And they're like, and that's when the 24-hour row happens or the 24-hour mountain bike. Or,
that's right.
It's not, you can't ask.
Can't ask questions.
You can't ask what it is. You just have to, hey, are you in or out?
That's right.
Put us on the text thread, man. I'm in.
Bring it back.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Oh, yeah, you guys are doing, you want to do the 24-hour Amarillo next year, right?
Let me know.
Come on.
There we go. I love it.
Don't ask.
Darren needs another partner or 4.
No?
We'll camp out, man.
It's a good time. All right. Amarillo, 806 Classic. That's where we're headed. And
pray for us.
Yeah, a few minutes.
Yeah, literally a few minutes.
Yeah, a few minutes. Want to switch gears real quick?
We got 2 seconds.
Well, then we won't switch gears.
Switch gears.
Okay.
All right. Peace.